What's up, everybody? It's your girl Q1, and I am back with Next Gen NYC Season 2, Episode 6, Left on Read. Before I start, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell button so you can be updated on every video I drop. Make sure y'all like the video so I can stay in the algorithm, and make sure y'all hype up the video, okay? If it requires it, hype up the video. I appreciate it. I'm gonna keep saying it till I get there. I am on the road to 1K. Oh my God, this been hard, okay? Ever since I reached 950, it's been difficult to get to at least 951. Well, what y'all doing to me, YouTube? I don't understand, okay? I don't understand, okay? Listen, we just gonna make the best of it, okay? So Georgia continues to show how trifling she is, okay? Rowan and Georgia are on a double date, and she tells Rowan what happened last night at the event. Ava, Brooks, Gia are over at Amara's house, and Shy is on a train texting Brooks and Ava, but nobody's not responding to him because he needs them to model their clothes. I'm pretty sure they may have said yes, but now they want to turn it around and say no, which I feel like is pretty fucked up. Again, y'all are not his real friends like that. And I think if you have agreed to model for him and model his clothes, then I feel like y'all should be able to go on y'all word. Like, I don't like how they're treating Shy. I really, really don't. Because I don't feel like it's nothing wrong with Shy. Was he messy? Absolutely. Like, was he carrying the bones? Yes, he did. And he should not have went to Hudson. But again, all of y'all keep starting yourselves in other people's fights, which is why we have all this unnecessary beef going on. Instead of y'all just being y'all young self, we have all of this beef going on. I just don't get it. Anyway, Rowan thinks Charlie has a chokehold over the group. She says she's only been around Charlie twice. And that's another thing I'm starting to see, that everybody can hang around everybody, but I've only seen Charlie in the group twice. I think I've only twice or three times with the whole group. It feels like nobody wants to film with Charlie except for maybe Shy. Like, Charlie has not, I don't think I've seen Charlie film individually with any of the other cast members except for, I think, Shy. Amira tells them how Georgia has been texting her and apologizing to her all morning, and then we see Adriana come over. And again, Georgia knew she was wrong, which is why she texts Amira, which is why she texts her, because your thought process behind it, your intentions behind it was wrong. It was not coming from a good place. You did it to spite to spite Charlie so he can continue to be iced out. Like, manipulative. Now you're mad at him because he's working with your ex-boyfriend. Y'all, my stomach hurts so bad. He's working with your ex-boyfriend. That's wild to me. But again, you hurt her feelings in the process of trying to hurt Charlie and trying to ice Charlie out. What's her name? Amira became collateral damage. So Shy asked Ava and Brooks to do a photo shoot with his brand, but now again it seems as though they don't want to do it, which I think is pretty effed up. Brooks tell Adriana that Shy like her. So Adriana came in and they was telling her that Shy said, how Shy threw Ava and Rowan under the bus, and it was like, no, that's not true. We didn't tell him to tell Hudson. We told him he needed to talk to you first. And then Brooks tell Adriana that Shy thought she was pretty and all of that. So everybody knows now that Shy actually likes Adriana. And again, here's the thing. If he had money and if he was a lot cuter and was in your, a lot handsome to you and he had money, yeah, you'll be in his damn face. And none of this wouldn't be a problem. Because the way Charlie disrespected you, and you finna be all up in his face and be his friend after he friended your ex. Girl, get out of my face. I'm sorry, y'all. I cannot with her. It is the fake outrage that she have. And again, it's easy to pick on Shy because he is the easy target. I'm just saying. You just act like you just got so much going on, y'all. I cannot stand it. I can't. You're just like your mother. You're your mother's child. Ugh. I mean, you ain't worse off than that oldest one, but baby, you are your mother's child. Anyway, I want to see how all of this play out anyway. Because I thought this episode was good too. I really like this show, y'all. I really like this show because I just be wanting to break down the stuff that happens in this show. And I know, y'all, sometimes it can be a lot when it comes to everybody on the show, and they so childish, and that's fine, and I get that, y'all. But when you really look at the show and you really step back, it's pretty good, y'all. I actually enjoy the show, but I actually like breaking down and probably being on the opposite end. Adriana is not my favorite. She will never ever be my favorite. I think she's fake as, I mean, she might be the nice girl, but I just think that girl, no. I'm just saying, listen, I like Adriana a little bit, but she's just not a fan favorite of mine. I like Rowan. I like Riley, but I really want to see more from Rowan. Because at the end of the day, everybody else don't really bring anything. And it feels like y'all trying to get rid of certain people. I feel like y'all would be better off if y'all got rid of Charlie, and maybe if y'all got rid of Shy, because y'all feel like he's useless, because y'all treat him as if he's beneath y'all. I'm just saying. Anyway, Ava is sitting there hurting, crying because her and her boyfriend broke up, and everybody takes the moment to uplift her. I don't like Ava, so it really don't matter to me, and I should have more compassion because she is a younger woman. And again, you're a bit arrogant, so girl, that's why I can't see it for you. Anyway, Gia's moving out her mama's house. We see Raggedy as her mom's raggedy ass husband. His name Louis. Okay, yeah, his name Louis. Brooks had a setback with his clothing line, and once again, this is all I'm saying. Like, you just don't know how karma will like really come sit at your doorstep. And I'm not saying that, because I just feel like what you put out in this universe is what you gonna get back in this world. The fact that you treating Shy like he's less than, and y'all feel like what he's doing with his clothing line is so beneath y'all, but you can't even get your stuff off the ground. At least Shy is trying. Shy makes his own clothes, and he's trying to make stuff happen. But he's trying to get y'all to help, because I guess y'all agreed to help him, and then y'all decide to renege on him, which I don't like that. Anyway, Gia have a conversation with Joe. Joe actually looks really, really good, y'all. I haven't seen him since he got arrested. Okay. She gets emotional. She wants him back in the States. She's been sending paperwork and, to the president. Y'all president, because that ain't none my president. Okay. I'm my own president, and my real president has retired. He has done his job. Okay. The first one they impeached for getting a little sloppy. And this one, him and his wife retired. Okay. I wish they would impeach this old raggedy jerk, but whatever. We gotta deal with him. Okay. So yes, she tried to get a pardon, but nothing is happening. Only thing that happened was people on social media was talking about her trying to get a pardon. Anyway, Georgia was having a conversation with her brother. It turns out Georgia doesn't need to be in a relationship. She just only used Omar for his AC because her broke ass didn't have an AC. But again, you want to continue to tell us that you grew up on the Upper East Side. You want to continue to tell us that, but then you get mad because my girl over here told you can't even afford a Birkin. Girl, get out my face, okay? I'm just saying. So anyway, Charlie keeps texting Amira because he wants to apologize. He wants to meet up with her so he can have a conversation. My issue with everybody is it's okay when Charlie is being an ass, but it's okay for y'all when Charlie is being an ass to everybody else. But then when he turn around and be an ass to you, you want to be mad and you want to ice him out. Got it. Anyway, Kendall and Jackson arrived. Oh, y'all, that's like that wine, Kendall Jackson. Shout out to Kendall Jackson, okay? If y'all ever see me, Kendall Jackson, okay? And y'all need me to do if he, drink this Kendall Jackson. If y'all need me to do an infomercial or something in between my little videos, y'all let me know and holler at me, okay? Email in the description box. You heard me, okay? Anyway, they arrived at what's his name, Liam's party. And then we have Adriana. I didn't see who Austin was, but it was a guy, Austin, with them, and Brooks. They also arrived at the party. And y'all, Kendall just always seemed to have this look of discomfort. She always seems so uncomfortable whenever you have Liam and Adriana in the room. And I'm not saying that the baby is jealous. I'm saying that I just think that on her end, it is some unfinished business. And this is another thing that Liam does that she kind of pointed out. He gets really, really close to her while he's talking to her, and so she has to kind of move back. So I don't know if that makes her feel away or what, but sir, you need to get that lady 50 feet. Okay, you're all up on her, which means you're very comfortable with her, which means you guys have had such a comfortable relationship. Anyway, in the next scene, we see Ava call her dad and she tells Dame about the breakup. So apparently she does sometimes loan her dad money from time to time and he'll pay her back. But I thought he was the entrepreneur, how he was getting up on all of these interviews talking about how he is that guy in the entrepreneurial world. Now, he didn't say those exact words, but you want to grandstand and act like you was that guy. Why'd your daughter loaning you money? But I digress once again. And that's why Ava gets her little stink ass attitude from, and maybe from that mama of hers. But now she needs money because she was laid up with this. Instead of getting her own place, she never had to take care of herself. And I'm going to tell you why. Ava is beautiful. Face card never declines. She's petite, curly hair. Access. You never had to take care of yourself. Probably just like your mother, but now your mother, she models or whatever. I don't know your mama, but whatever her mama do. Okay? But girl, get out of this man house. That's what she's trying to do. I'm happy about that, and that's that on that. So Liam asked Adriana out on a date, I guess. Riley is back in town from Atlanta. She said she needed a reset. Hopefully she come back, and got her, herself together. Shy has been texting Ava and Brooks so they can model his clothes once again, but they aren't going to do that. Okay? Ava has to pay 40 times the rent in order for her to get a new place. Girl, who is paying 40 times the rent? Okay, because where I stay, I have to have 3 times the rent. New York is absolutely ridiculous with 40 times the rent. Okay, I have to pay 3 times the rent. Lucky for me, I can afford 3 times the rent where I live, okay? 40 times the rent is wild. It's absolutely wild, okay? But whatever. We are here, okay? So, again, I'm still trying to figure out what the hell did Shy do to everybody. I put Rowan's name, but I meant to say Shy. Y'all really act like y'all don't like him. Like, I don't understand. I do not understand. What did he do specifically? Because the only person that needs to be that have some angst against him is Adriana, understandably. But the rest of y'all, it just gives off y'all have this air about y'all and y'all think y'all are better. And that is how all of y'all housewives kids are coming off. And everybody is in y'all group, so everybody's now in y'all circle. Y'all have this real stank ass air about y'all, so like y'all think y'all better. Anyway, Charlie meets up with Amira, and I find it really funny that he can find a way to really dig in his bag and apologize to Amira, I think that's her name, Amira, but you can't seem to pass around an actual heartfelt apology to the rest of the friend group. Again, it says a lot about Amira's position in this group and what she have going outside of here. She must have a lot of pull, and Charlie is a user, and I feel like you're only around her to use her, which you have been doing with everybody else. You're using Hudson, you're using Omar, and it's not even to make Georgia look bad. You're trying to replace everybody to be your damn daddy, and you need to go to therapy. That's my whole thing about Charlie, y'all. Now, if I'm wrong, y'all can drop it down in the comments, but Charlie be pissing me off, okay? So, another thing is, and I don't even think it's because Amira is the only one that's willing to film with him. Nobody wants to film with Charlie, but again, nobody can sit here and tell me what has Charlie done. We have been through all of these episodes, and I have not seen anything Charlie did specifically. Yes, he needed to apologize to Amira. You need to really sit down and apologize to Riley. How you treated her. What you gave to Riley, what you offered up to Riley was not an apology if we're going to compare it to this apology you gave to Amira. Okay? So you can go directly to hell. Anyway, Charlie tells Amira that Georgia did this to be spiteful, and she did. And the bottom line, Charlie, is you said it. So if you had not said it, she wouldn't have nothing to report. But because you a dickhead, you still said it, and you said it out loud. Anyway, Amira decides to give Charlie a chance. I don't know why, but we have ended here. Child, I don't understand. I don't understand why is all this grace for him? Because y'all feel sorry for him. He put himself in all of his positions. Everything that happens to Charlie is under Charlie's watch. Charlie is the author of all of his own confusion. Y'all, I don't understand how y'all feel sorry for a grown ass 30-something-year-old man. Please. Anyway, that is all I got with this episode. Y'all, this is your girl Kiwan reminding you to keep showing up, keep growing, stay true to yourself, and I know I've been talking with my hands. I will catch y'all in the next video, and I have missed y'all so much, and I apologize for not coming to y'all sooner, but I've been busy. So, yes, I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye.